Hey everyone, Charting Man Dan from ChartGuys.com. You know, behind every single video that we put out every single day, there's a wonderful community of traders that we want to invite you to be a part of. Try the free 7-day trial and gain access to our live market broadcasts every morning and afternoon, interact with hundreds of like-minded traders, or take part in one of our dedicated chat rooms, each led by an analyst that's there to answer your questions in real time. Our trial is risk-free with absolutely no commitment or credit card required to experience the TCG community. For those looking for a head start in technical analysis, check out our entries and exits course in the link below in the description. Get up to speed with the fundamentals of TCG technical analysis and experience over 5 hours of great community-driven trading education. Checking in on the tech sector, XLK, Apple, and Facebook on the daily and the weekly time frame. So we're still in a pretty tight range here on XLK, even though we do incrementally keep breaking resistance. 56.09 was resistance, then we got to 56.11, and now today 56.14. Not entirely convincing breaks, but enough to keep the bulls happy for now. Ideally, they want to get back over this middle Bollinger Band resistance to have all moving averages back as support. That's at 56.18, but we do still keep forming higher lows. I'm looking at this low of 55.62, and as long as that level holds, bulls maintain their little higher lows here. If it breaks, we're looking to fill this gap at 55.37. But ideally, if we can get over this middle Bollinger Band, we're looking at the all-time high of 57.39. So there is some nice potential room to the upside. Just need that follow through and a close over that resistance ideally. On the weekly time frame, we can see after 2 weeks of consolidation, we're holding the exponential moving average supports. The doji on high volume of indecision last week is being met by bullish upside with the break of the high of last week and just a little bit of upside, not entirely convincing just yet. So the bulls really aren't comfortable where we currently stand. They are happier than if we obviously weren't setting these incremental higher highs, but they want to see a nice, clear, solid bull day on solid bull volume back over that middle Bollinger Band, because we are just one bearish day away from taking out that support and heading back down towards our lows. But the channel that's pretty much defined here for us, we don't have to draw any trend lines. 50-day moving average support held 2 tests. Middle Bollinger Band resistance has rejected the price a few times. So I'm watching that channel on the daily time frame. Apple is still the weakest tech sector name that we are following, as we have not gotten over this 8-period exponential resistance, and so many other names have. We have not broken the lower high pattern. We have our high, the low, lower high, higher low, a very tight range to be watching. And right now the range that I'm watching is 144.61 support and 146.87 resistance. Upper wick of profit taking today, yet another rejection from those moving averages, and we're going to see a spike in volume with a more definitive direction move, and we can see declining volume 4 days in a row. And we're either going to see a bull move likely tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then certainly on Monday, where we either see a bull move getting over that resistance of 146.87 or a bear move on high volume getting under 144.61. So we're going to be watching for that volume, and you can compare volume. Oftentimes I'll look at the first hour of trading volume and I'll compare it to previous days, and that gives me an indication as to whether or not we are going to see a break in the declining volume pattern that is so clear at this point. Weekly time frame for Apple. Middle Bollinger Band support test inside bar on the weekly, on the verge of a bearish TCG cross of these exponential moving averages. That has not happened in 2017, so that has the bears a little bit excited and the bulls a little bit worried. Bearish MACD cross, so a very tight range between exponential resistance, middle Bollinger Band support of 143.73. If we break down and lose that middle Bollinger Band support, we're looking down at 140 psychological as one of the next levels, and 139.48 was a consolidation low just below that level. Facebook on the daily time frame, the strongest tech sector name, as we almost got towards the all-time high today, 154.55, 155.59, so just over $1 under that resistance. But we did see profit taking an upper wick, and we closed fairly close to the low of the day. But you can see the middle Bollinger Band is trending up. The exponential moving averages are trending up. We got a bullish MACD cross. And just comparing it to Apple, it's so much stronger with its higher low and higher high as opposed to lower lows and lower highs. And we're just watching to see if the tech sector as a whole, if they can get over that middle Bollinger Band that I just pointed out, then Facebook is going to be on the verge of an all-time high. And if I were looking to play the tech sector bullish and I wanted to play an individual name, Facebook is one of the first places that I would be looking. And the weekly time frame shows that strength. Almost a double bottom here, 144.42, 144.56. Bulls showing up and heading right back to that high. Didn't even see 2 red weeks in a row. So fending off that bearish MACD cross for now, and we'll see if the bulls can see a more convincing, stronger close to end this week, just because this upper wick definitely shows profit taking. That being said, we have seen that multiple times in the past 4 days, but the bulls have still been able to hold on. Same thing with the volume. 4 days of declining volume in a row. We're seeing that in the sector as a whole, and watching to see when that sector is going to see a spike in volume and a spike in volatility. I appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you over the weekend.